Peace and power, unity. I say unity because unity is stronger than family. Unity is the last 5 words in community. So that's what we're going. That's what we're headed towards. We're headed towards unity. Today's topic is the fear of a true goddess. We're going to talk about the fear of a true goddess. We're going to talk about the fear of God and how you can increase yourself and overcome others, your enemy fearing you. We're going to talk about judgment and what judgment really is, because a lot of people seem to think that God, goddess, and judgment go together hand in hand. So we're going to clear up some things regarding that. So the fear of a true goddess. So when you see a goddess, a true goddess, some fear. They fear change. They fear that the goddess is going to change them abruptly, interrupt their comfort. We're going to talk about how that's not necessarily true. But a goddess is going to tell you to stop getting a perm, which I am going to tell you to stop getting a perm, because your hair is your antennas. Your hair is transmuting and transporting communication from yourself to the cosmos, and also the cosmos are actually giving you information via your hair and your pineal gland. Some fear that I'm going to tell them to stop getting a perm and go natural, which I am, because we need to be one with nature, and our hair is a part of nature and how nature reads us and transports information. You also fear that a true goddess is going to tell you to stop smoking weed, which I am and always will tell you to stop smoking weed, because why? Your pineal gland lies in your brain. And what does your brain need? Your brain needs clean blood and oxygen. So if your brain needs clean blood and oxygen, this is where your pineal gland lies. It doesn't need any type of weed or weed brownies or eating weed, because weed is a poison, like poison ivy. It's a poison. It grows in nature, but it's still a poison. So it's a poison to your brain, and anything that you smoke is going to actually cut off oxygen to your brain and kill little pieces of you. And that should not murder. That should not kill. That should not murder. So you're murdering little pieces of yourself when you put anything other than oxygen inside of your vessel, inside of your temple, because you thrive off of oxygen and your brain cells. So it's going to be hard for you to look at me and then look at you, because you fear judgment. But we're going to talk about judgment, because a true goddess it resonates with lowly souls. So lowly souls are able to confide confide in the true goddess and tell their deepest secrets and their deepest pains and their deepest fears without being judged, because a true goddess is like the exact opposite of the lowly soul. And the lowly soul knows that. So when we talk about judgment is really just you judging yourself based off of your conscious and subconscious. That's all judgment really is. And then when a true goddess sees you, either by video or in person, a true goddess can read you and read your own judgment that you are actually communicating to the true goddess. And then once the true goddess reads you, because the true goddess is one with nature, the cosmic intelligence reads the true goddess. And then the cosmic intelligence then actually communicates to you through the sensations that you might feel in your gut or in your heart. And those sensations will tell you whether or not you're living foul, fake, or foolish. So there's no real judgment when you're dealing with a goddess or a god, because we are talking about God too, which is goddess is balance, and God is short for goddess. So those sensations are the source of creation's way of speaking to you. Okay? So even though you fear a true goddess, you really only fear your own judgment and that being actually communicated to others. So even though you fear me, you feel me, because I is we. So there's really no I, there's really just we. So we are one. Really, people who fear goddess or God are really, they're really just like at their crossroad to becoming God or goddess. They're almost there. They're at that crossroad. They have not made the decision yet, but they will, because my will be done. They will make that decision eventually to becoming their God and goddess status. But those people that actually have fear are the people who are at that crossroad, and they're on their way to actually living out their purpose and doing as the ancestors created us to do and want us to do. So let's talk about fear, why you are feared by your enemy. Okay, so you're only feared by your enemy because your enemy fears the fallen god or goddess, because you're not at your god or goddess state. God or goddess is actually worshipped by your enemy, because they know your science, it knows your science, and it knows who you really are. So it only fears you at your fallen state. That's why you see your enemy immediately shoot someone who is not at their god or goddess state. You'll never see a shooting of a real true god or goddess. You'll see someone who's eating dead animals. They're not following the laws of nature and the laws of creation, which says that some animals eat plants and other animals eat weak and animals who are not the strongest or the fittest. And then there's you, God and goddess, who only desire to eat the fruit raw, and you don't desire to actually rip open a animal and eat it raw. That's not your desire. You have to unnaturally chop its head off and slice its throat and cut the pieces and then season it with plant-based seasonings to make it taste good, and then unnaturally cook it. Everything that a fallen god or goddess does is unnatural. Whereas when you become your god and goddess state, you will see some fruit. You will know that when you see fruit, you want to just eat that yummy piece of fruit raw, because that's what you're created to do. You're created to eat the abundance of fruit from the trees. Okay? You're created to be also as the trees. So on any hot summer day. So when you see, or you go outside and you feel that it's 98 degrees and you feel hot, you're not at your God or goddess status because you're not eating the right things. But then you go to that tree and you feel the leaf on that tree. It's as cool as an ice cube still. And it's under the blazing hot rock, and it's still as cool as an ice cube. That's how you should be. So, the fear of a god or goddess is really only the fear of your own rise. Because right now we're in a fallen state, but my will be done. And my will is the ancestors' will, and your will as well, because I see the videos and my words being spoken by my brothers and sisters who are at their crossroad, and I hear them. I hear my words, and I hear everything that I dream coming true. And what I dream is what the ancestors dream for us, because I'm one with nature. So the fear of the true goddess is only the fear of the heaven or hell within. You heard people say other people have demons. That's only your conscious or subconscious speaking to you regarding your thoughts and actions, okay, or previous thoughts and actions. So your heaven or hell begins with your conscious and subconscious and actions. And then other people were reading that through you. And then because we communicate in a magical way, and we communicate without speech, and communicate with the cosmos, and the cosmic intelligence and the source and nature that surrounds us, then you fear. And some fear heaven and the beauty of heaven, and some fear hell, which is only your own conscious and subconscious, and it has nothing to do with the true goddess or true God, because the true goddess and the true God does not judge. They only read you and your own judgment. So of course I'm going to tell you to become one with nature, to make sure that you're not killing pieces of you through smoking anything. Make sure that you're not killing pieces of you through drinking alcohol. Because you kill brain cells. You kill all of it, any type of cell that wants to actually renew and be birthed. Those are pieces of you. So you're killing pieces of you when you smoke weed or drink alcohol. And you are cutting off your communication with the source when you put perm in your hair. So that's not your natural state of your hair. So your natural state of your hair is one with nature. And you're able to evolve. And you're able to live out your purpose, because you're going to know your purpose through the communication that you receive. And you're going to know that you are communicating through your pineal gland, through Ra. That's why it's important to sunbathe, sun gaze, and meditate, because Ra gives life. The sun gives life to everything, and it evolves you spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You're evolving if you are one with nature and your antennas are at its natural state, and you're able to actually receive that communication. So yes, I'm going to tell you some things that are kind of hard, that you think is hard, but it's really easy because life becomes a whole lot easier when you are following the laws of nature, the laws of nature, and the laws of creation, and you're following the source of creation. Life is a whole lot easier, and you cut off that television that's speaking to your subconscious and conscious and actually giving you someone else's vision that's not your own, and that's totally against the cosmic intelligence, totally against the source, totally against nature. So you need to definitely start living out your purpose and become one with nature, and make sure that once you reach that crossroad that you get all of your intelligence from the source and all of your knowledge from the source, and live out your purpose and make sure that the ancestors' will is done. Peace and power, family. Unity.